What are the 3 keys to manifesting success? And how can I cultivate them? It's very simple. Very, very simple. 3 steps. I'm going to give you the 3 steps, the 3 keys, and then I'm going to circle back and we will address each one in greater detail. Number 1 is slowing down and allowing what is to be exactly the way it is. That one is critical. Number 2, gratitude. Every single day, gratitude for what is. Even if it is what we call bad. We're going to talk about that, why that's important and how to do that. Because I'm not saying that you have to like the things that are bad. But how can I somehow be grateful for them in a way that is not contrived? Okay, number 3, belief in success. And I'm even going to give you some tips on how to cultivate a belief in success. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kurt, and my current situation is I'm the world's leading twin flame coach. If you've never heard of twin flames, don't worry about it, but I've coached a lot of people, thousands. And I thought it would be a good idea to help you with your dreams, manifesting your dreams, the law of attraction, more money, a better job, a relationship, better health, whatever it is, guys. And it's really, really simple. And the thing about meeting your twin flame is they awaken you spiritually like no other. And then the next natural thing that you tend to want to do, learn how to manifest, or just remember that you are already a master manifester. And I even have a video course on my website, Manifest Your Dream Life, if you're interested. So welcome. If you're new here, welcome. So let's get to the matter at hand here. Slowing down and allowing what is to be the way it is. Now, why does this matter? And what is it that we are talking about here? Because what if I'm looking at what is going on in my current life situation and I don't like it? Right? Or I want more money or whatever, time or a better relationship or more sex or whatever, right? Okay. So I don't necessarily subscribe to what has been called moral relativism, but I do recognize that ultimate reality is non-duality. And that therefore both the yin and yang of life is right? Nothing is intrinsically good or bad, save what we say ourselves. It's not a question of good or bad, right or wrong. It's a question of what serves you. So, going to extremes, a thing like stealing, is that good or bad? Well, neither, but it doesn't serve us. We don't like that for obvious reasons. And it's okay to say, I don't like that. And so you're kind of saying it's bad, but not exactly. It's not intrinsically bad. There is no altar out in the universe that God has written upon to say that a thing is intrinsically bad or not. We have free will. So choose wisely. Does this serve you or not? So that's kind of the underlying philosophy there. And to energetically be in a space where you recognize that nothing is intrinsically good or bad, but at the same time making decisions about what serves you or not, or others, friends, family, loved ones, you see somebody who does the thing that we call stealing and you want to stop them and you want them to pay for what they've done. And I agree with you. There should be consequences for a thing like stealing, outcomes, right? You should go to jail or do community service or whatever it is, right? Make sure that the punishment fits the crime. I'm all for that. But after the altercation is over, so this is where the spiritual teacher comes in and tells you how to do this thing called acceptance. Okay? And acceptance is not the same as saying, I like it. You're looking at a thing and you're saying it just is. Okay, so after the altercation is over, after the dust settles, you walk away and you go, this is what happened. It's part of God's plan, And I know God doesn't make mistakes. There must be a reason for it. And maybe I don't understand the reason for it yet, but I don't know. You know, somebody got something out of this. There was some important thing. Or at minimum, we could say, I'm getting a taste of what I don't want. You know, Abraham Hicks says this all the time. How would you know what you do want if you don't know what you don't want? And sometimes that's a bitter pill to swallow. Because again, we could go to even bigger extremes like, you know, rape or murder or something like that. Ugh. And I just want to say for the record, it would be nice if we could completely abolish those things from the face of this earth, and I believe we will someday. But it is through our acceptance, through our non-duality of soul, of being, which by the way is 80-90% of the manifesting game. I mean, shit, in my manifesting e-course, Manifest Your Dream Life, and it's not expensive by the way, I have payment plans. You can get started for very little money. It's like 40 or 50 bucks to get started. I point this out again and again and again. 80-90% of the game of manifesting is your spiritual awakening. Like, right? Like being, stillness, like Eckhart Tolle type stuff. You know, one of the first things you need to be doing is perhaps reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and making a habit of Zen, of building spaciousness into your life, of learning how to control where you place your awareness. What am I focused on? Increasing your consciousness. It is that energy of consciousness, non-duality, which causes manifestation and enables you to be an accepting person who can slow down and allow what is to be the way it is. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't take actions. So if you see somebody stealing and you think you should stop them, maybe you should, maybe not. Maybe that would be kind of dangerous. I don't know. That's up to you, but I'm not saying not to take action. I'm talking about what's going on energetically inside your body. It's the energy of acceptance. I know that God's plan is perfect. It doesn't mean I have to like it, but I understand that everything is exactly the way it should be. And again, making a lifestyle out of Zen, it's 80-90% of the game of manifesting, and that is what enables you to be in that place of non-duality, of acceptance, energetically inside your body. Even if you're trying to stop somebody from harming you in some way, physically with your body, you have a greater awareness, a greater wisdom. And again, that's a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow, but I'm not going to make any bones about this. I'm not going to sugarcoat what this manifesting game is, guys. You got to get that one down for this to work. You have to accept everything the way it is. Like it, don't like it, we're not talking about that. Taking actions to protect yourself from the things that we don't want, absolutely. But energetically, you got to accept, guys. You have to be in a place of allowing. Why is this so important? Well, none of the other stuff that we're about to talk about is going to work, but here's the thing, guys. If you're trying to manifest a car and the money it takes to buy the car keeps not showing up, or situations keep coming up in your life, let's say, that end up costing you money, and it's just more setbacks and more setbacks and more setbacks and more setbacks. Why does that keep happening? Well, number one, you're believing that only bad things happen to you. Maybe that's happening. That could be one thing. But it's very likely that you are judging every single time one of those bad things happen to you. You're energetically resisting them inside your body. You're so focused on them. Consciousness focuses on a thought, and that thought manifests, whether you like that thought or not. And the same is true of external events. That's how manifesting works, guys. I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. All right, let's move on to number 2. Gratefulness. Gratitude, daily gratitude. Even for the so-called bad things. Every day, guys. And I do an exercise every single morning. I put my hand on my heart, so touching my heart, right? And I'll usually I've got like an amethyst. That's my birthstone. I've got more amethyst, right? And I'll put it here, or quartz, or whatever, or just your hand is fine. And touch my heart. And I will think of things that I'm grateful for, and I will cultivate an emotional response on purpose, making myself feel an emotion, right, of joy or gratitude or appreciation. And even looking, and again, the further away in time you get from an event, say a negative event, the further away in time that you get from that event, the easier it seems for you to be forgiving or approach with a sense of acceptance, like we were just talking about in the last talking point. And I'm not trying to say that if you've been really damaged, like somebody tried to kill you or something like that, right? I'm not saying that you're bad if you can't accept that. Maybe it's not time for that yet. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to forgive. I'm not telling you you have to do these things, right? It's all relative. If somebody hurt you in that way, do you have to forgive them? No. But maybe someday. Maybe someday you will. And you know what? If you don't forgive somebody who tried to fucking kill you, I don't think it's going to hurt your manifesting game. So again, I just want to address the obvious philosophical landmines, right, with stuff like this. But again, like some hardship maybe that you experienced when you were younger, or a year ago, or a month ago, or a week ago, whatever it was, right? Can you look at something negative that happened? Somebody that cut you off in traffic. Let's pick something small. Let's pick something manageable, right? I always tend to pick like worst case scenario stuff for my examples because of the obvious philosophical problems when you talk about these things, right? So I'll pick an easy one this time. Somebody flipped you off in traffic. Well, a week later, you're like, all right, well, it's okay. And maybe that guy was having a bad day. And, that's just a soul who forgot who they are. It's a person who forgot who they are. They forgot how great they are. They forgot, and I mean great as in greatness, like joy, like infinity, right? Like ultimate reality, like you are eternal and you're unlimited, and they forgot. They are subject to the limitations of ego. It's that unconsciousness, right? When people live unconsciously through ego, it happens. And you're able to somehow forgive them a little bit, right? Or something. Just to do something, to even be a little bit like, it's okay, right? It helps, guys. And, I spend a lot of time talking about how to deal with the difficult things. And it's hard. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying you're a failure if you can't do that. Don't do that. That's called spiritual bypassing. You don't want to say that you're a failure if you can't do that. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. But I got to address that. I got to address the elephant in the room. The important thing with gratitude, guys, with this second thing that we're talking about, is to focus on the things that are easy for you to be grateful for. I have to address the negatives, right? Because it's obvious. Anybody can go, well, wait a minute, what about this, right? But really, guys, focus on the positive things and focus on it a lot. Guys, there's gotta be a ton of things for you to be grateful for. Are you homeless? I mean, you're watching me talk on this video. You must have a computer or a cell phone. Think about that. That you have a computer or a cell phone. Did you eat today? Do you have friends? Practice gratitude every day, guys. Put that energy out there. Be grateful for the fact that you even discovered the law of attraction. Every single day, touch your heart in the morning, right after you meditate, and just spend 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes. I'm grateful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be alive. What a beautiful experience this is. You got to do it every day, all day. Be grateful. Okay, number 3, belief in success. And this one is easy because it's actionable. You just got to stay on top of your mental game. For every negative thought that comes up, replace it with 5 positive ones. And when I say positive, I mean an affirmation that what I want is going to happen. And you can even say things to yourself all the time like, of course it's going to happen. Of course I'm going to get the car. Of course I'm going to get a great relationship. Of course I am. Even if you sense that you don't quite all the way believe it yet, don't worry about it. And just be really plain and really matter of fact about it like that. Of course it's going to happen, right? And you just develop a new habit of thought. Beliefs are just habits of thought. And this one takes a while, guys. So be persistent and never give up. Cultivate a new set of beliefs, a belief in success, and never give up. And remember this, and I tell my students this all the time. Manifesting the 3D physical reality around us, it takes forever. Let's just be honest about that. The universe is slow and clunky, so be patient. This takes a lot of time ordinarily, and spend a lot of time cultivating a belief in success. So there you go, guys. There's the 3 keys to manifesting success. There's the keys to the kingdom. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Please give me a like. Sign up for my paid coaching or go watch my free coaching videos on this YouTube channel, the Manifest Your Dream Life playlist for free on this channel, or go to my website and sign up for the paid coaching. It's very affordable and it's 26 hours long. Oh my God, it's thorough. Guys, I love you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.